Okay, so story time, man. This shit is funny. Like to me, it's I don't know what it is about this fight that I beat the shit out of this dude, but the way it happened was just hilarious. I'm in the ninth grade. I think I'm in the ninth grade, and I'm in science class at McLean. So, and the teacher that we had at the time was like he was mentally challenged. Like not like he wasn't like slow, but he was weird. Like he was like a what do they call it? He was crazy. What the fuck? I can't remember the fucking term for it, but I don't know. That nigga was. They fired him for it. Like it was that. It was so bad they fired his ass. Anyways, we in science class and shit, right? And so this dude, like I'm sitting with my homeboy, by the windows, and like we had this short ass white boy around the same. I'm 20 years old now, and like he around the same age as me, but he probably about like he probably ain't even 5 foot. Like that's how he not a midget, but I mean, if he is 5 foot, he probably be like 5'3", 5'2" maybe at the most. I don't even know, but he was tiny. He was like 4 foot something at the time. So I was chilling. I was sitting with two homeboys. Uh, one of them was like, cause the white boy he's weird. He was doing some weird shit with like some crates and shit. You know, people, them crazy motherfuckers be sitting their beds up on their TVs or whatever. Them weird motherfuckers. He was playing with a crate. I don't know why he was playing with a crate. So one of my homeboys, I'm gonna call him Devin. I don't know where Devin. I'm gonna just call him Devin, okay? So Devin, what I'm saying, he was making fun of dude. I guess he was just being a bully or whatever, just being funny. So a little white boy, I don't even know his real name. Didn't even give it out. So little white boy, I'm just calling him little white boy. Little white boy got mad. He threw the crate down, went over to Devin and just started punching his ass. Like Devin had his hands up like this, and both of them. I can't put my other hand up because I'm holding the phone. But he had both his hands up like this, guarding his face. So dude was just over here just punching his shit, just punching, just punching, just punching. You know what I'm saying? And then so I'm laughing. I'm in the middle, like it's me, Devin, and like my other homeboy, and they were fighting. So now they're not fighting, but he just punching them because he just I don't know. He just got sick and tired of him just laughing at him or whatever. And so I'm laughing, and I'm petty, so I'm like, yeah, you just got your ass beat by a little white boy. And so Devin got mad at me. He got mad at me because I was making fun of him. And it wasn't even a fight. He didn't get beat up. He didn't beat him up. It wasn't none of that. He just came over here, punched him in his arms, and that was it. And so Devin had got up and got mad, and wanted to fight. So I'm like, damn, what you want to fight for? Like, it wasn't even that serious. What did I even do? Like, I'm just laughing at you because that shit is funny. So my other homeboy, it was like, I'm not like, I'm not really a fighter. I will fight if I have to. I love to fight, but I'm not a fighter, if that makes sense. So my homeboy was like, man, get up and fight it. Homie call him. You know that term homie call or whatever. So I was like, shit, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? Just for the fuck of it. To remind you, the teacher was crazy, like I just mentioned earlier in the video. He at the front of the class on the Promethean board playing this game with the rest of the class. And me and Devin is at the back of the class by the door where you walk in, behind the tables or whatever. And then so we were just standing there, getting ready to fight or homie call or whatever you want to call it. And then so Devin was like, yeah. He was like, what is a homie call? I looked at him, I'm like, you don't know what a fucking homie call is? And then so like as soon as he asked that question, so I'm go. I'm ready to go at all times. So my other homeboy was like, like ding ding ding, go or whatever. So the guy started. I walked, no, I squared up with him and shit like that. And he's still confused. He's like, what the fuck is a homie call? And like the look on his face was so funny. I didn't know why I said, boom, I uppercut his ass. That nigga stumbled back and shit like that. And then I hit him with a little two-piece. And then he tried to fight back, so I stepped back a little bit and dodged that motherfucker. And then so he confused. So he think we really fighting, but the whole time we homie calling. And so he tried to swing, and I dodged that motherfucker, and I hit his ass again. And he fell under the table. Remind you, the entire class is there, even the teacher. The entire homie caller fight, whatever you want to call it, he didn't even know it was going on. He got fired because that nigga just he wasn't fit to be a teacher. And so I knocked his ass out. I hit him under the table. That nigga slumped under the table and shit like that. He can't even move. He kind of stiff a little bit. And then so when he fell on the table, I went over there and I started uppercutting his ass in his face. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it, I'm finna uppercut him some more. I'm over here I'm doing all headshots the whole entire time. Cuz trying to block. He probably blocked like 3 of them, but I punched like 20 something times. All of them connected, but those 3 or whatever. I don't know. And so he got up from under the table, and then so I hit his ass again. But this time I jabbed him in his jaw. Nigga fell again. That shit was so funny. And then he was like, he put his hands up like he's like, stop, stop. It's over with. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm still laughing because like it wasn't really a fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't have nothing against him. I don't dislike the guy. It was just funny because he basically he called me out when he shouldn't have done that. Now he got his ass beat in front. And the funny thing is like my homeboy, me, him, and the white boy is the only ones who knew that was going on. So after that whole thing occurred or whatever, my homeboy, I'm gonna call him Jacob. No, these niggas is not white that I'm talking about. Besides the white boy, I'm just coming up with names. Jacob was like, damn, I didn't even know you could fight like that. So I'm back there cracking the fuck up. So Devin goes sit down and shit like that. He's sitting down quiet. He ain't even talking to the white boy no more. He just sitting down, just quiet and shit. And then like a couple seconds after he sat down, the teacher turned around with a big ass smile on his face. I get like he's like, are y'all gonna play the game with us? Y'all ready? I'm like, damn, I just beat his ass. You ain't hear none of this shit. You ain't hear none of this shit. He hit the table. He fell under the table and all of that. Table moved a little bit. You ain't hear none of that. I ain't say that, of course, because I didn't want to get suspended. I didn't want cuz to snitch on me or whatever. That shit was just so funny, man. It was just, man, like, what the fuck happened after that? I think that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. That's the fight lasted a few minutes. I was just beating the shit out of his ass. Like he ain't hit me one time. I'm just beating the dog hell out of that boy. And that shit just so funny. And he called himself to be a rapper, so I guess he started rapping a little bit after the fact. And we went to I don't know if it was lunch after that hour, or if it was like a passing period to another classroom or whatever. But we left the classroom, and me and Jacob, we walking in the hallway like right behind or in front of Devin, and just cracking the fuck up. I'm looking back at him or some shit, or forward, wherever. I forgot where he was in the line. I'm just looking at him and shit, just laughing. And like, but yeah, me and dude, we still cool to this day though. I mean, I ain't talked to him in years, but hey, that's just that dumb. But that was just the funniest fight I've ever been in my life, man. Cause it wasn't even supposed to happen. It wasn't even. I didn't even like. To this day, nobody knows but us four. Nobody knows. Well, except for a few people I told. But that's about it. Like nobody knows. The school don't know. The teacher don't even know. The teacher got fired. I think a couple weeks after that happened, he got fired because he wasn't fit. He wasn't fit to be no teacher. He a white guy. That man was funny though. But yeah, man, that's just the funniest fight I've been in, man. This is a little short story time. First one I've ever done. Might be the only one I ever do. My dumb ass. But yeah, man. If that shit was funny to y'all, man, if y'all enjoyed this little video, man, just give it a little thumbs up or whatever y'all want to do with it. Subscribe, share that motherfucker, I don't know. But man, I like after that I wanted to fight him again just so I can see what he'll do. Or if he, got better or whatever, if he can fight now, cause that nigga cannot fight. He just really always rapping and shit. So I'm like, fuck it.